Hey everyone, good afternoon and welcome to Keeping It 100. I'm solo dolo today. The doctor is on her way to getting some more paperwork. She's graduating today for her MBA. So we could just get a pickup of the doc. Yep, that's her today this morning. Congratulations to Dr. Motley on her Master of Business Administration certification diploma today. So it's just me solo dolo. We have a couple guests coming on. I'm gonna start out with my week at the barber shops. As you know, I've been doing this COVID reset thing for about 3 weeks, almost a month, and I'm just trying to, just understand why brothers wasn't getting the vaccine or what was their hesitation. And I've been doing it in the barbershop, so it's been a nice setting. That's where the area where we talk about personal things and things going on. So I met some interesting brothers. We got new shirts out, COVID Reset. COVID Reset is just about just rethinking the process now. We had enough time to just let this thing evaporate a little bit and get in our minds and see how it goes. And, it's a year later, pretty much almost, yeah, the birthday of the vaccine is definitely been over a year. So just getting into the minds of the brothers and sisters in the neighborhood and just trying to get us caught up. Other than that, we also have our first vaccination clinic at the barbershop. It's called The Lineup. It's in Yaden. We'll have some information for you later on CNP. You can check on our pages later on. I'm still working on the promo for it, but we definitely have our first vaccination clinic at the barbershop, which is wonderful. Is at The Lineup. Good brother down there by the name of She and Kyle, the head barbers down there and the owners. They're going to let us set up a shop. And, we just going to keep it moving. I'm just on a barbershop tour, talking to brothers and just, working out and trying to get us back in shape in the neighborhoods. With that being said, I'm going to bring on a good brother that everyone knows in the area, Brother Charles Thompson.
What's up, good brother?
Hey, good morning. Well, good afternoon.
Absolutely.
All right. How you doing, man? Talk to us.
Hey,
What you
man,
got
I'm here,
going on?
man. I'm here fighting the fight. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay. So what's going on with you? Let's give us a little bio, Coach.
A bio
Everybody
on
know
me?
you, but just a little small. I see all the trophies in the back.
Yeah. My name is Charles Thompson. Been running the Panther program for 18, 19 years now. Been coaching for like 25 years. So
Wow.
big on keeping the youth busy in the community and, you know, helping young men and women find, good channels to release energy or just exert and explore and learn who they are.
Okay. 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 And one more thing I forgot. We got Miss Tyan in the back. She's available for the questions and comments and things that you might have to say to us. She'll be able to assist us in the back. I appreciate that. But yeah, Coach, it's crazy because we had this talk like about a year ago, man. Like
Right.
we was on another show together, and we was talking about vaccinations and getting the shot. And you were one of the brothers like me at first that was like had to think about it.
I
Like,
definitely was not with it.
no, no,
Definitely. I still remember that conversation, and I did, even at that point, I did not think I was going to be vaccinated.
right. So what helped you get to that point to be vaccinated?
I'm gonna say education first and foremost. There was a lot of pushiness from Miss Doctor Motley. Um, she really took her time and explained, just gave me some, she picked my brain first, asking me like what my hesitations were, and then she just basically educated me. Another person was Miss Donna Davis. Just really was pushing the information out there to the people about, COVID. COVID was brand new. No one, probably still doesn't have a thorough understanding of it, but the fact that it is a virus and it needs to be fought, I had to learn and understand that.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, it was big. I mean, just even getting you to even to get
Listen,
in line, bro. Like I remember,
yo,
I
I
remember,
just,
bro. Like,
man,
yo,
I just thought it wasn't going to never happen because, we naturally have a fear of the government, period. When I
right,
say government, I mean all aspects, not just, you know, the White House, anything that the government is pushing, police, the law, we have a natural fear as a community because of the history, because of the
right.
history of it. So, my hesitation was that, and also the fact that we just didn't know. And I'm glad that I got past that fear, and with education, and even my children too. So I just it was a must to have to at least have the vaccination.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much what I've been getting in pretty much all the barbershops. All of us feel the same way, man.
Right.
We have a reason to be leery of everything. Like
Absolutely.
we gotta watch our back. Like I was in another meeting yesterday with these brothers, men of honor. And we said, it's crazy, like being a black man out here. It feel like we gotta be a superhero every day, and we don't know what the fight gonna be.
Right.
So
Right.
you just picture a superhero every day. Some days you gotta save people from a bridge. Some days you got. So it's like that's like the life in the times of a black man. So
Absolutely.
we
Absolutely.
had a reason to feel leery about this shot, the vaccination. But we also had a duty to our community as well, like as far as the health concerns of it, the way it was taking us out because we wasn't educated on it and
Right.
we wasn't allowing ourselves to be educated on it.
Right.
So we had to open our line up for communication first, and then we had to learn, we had to learn this thing for ourselves.
Right.
Truthfully, what I learned is that they pretty much already had the vaccination. They just didn't have a reason to use it or whatever they was going to use it for. And they probably had to add a couple ingredients, but it already was on the shelf. That's what they do. They create, combatants and defenses against viruses. So that's what they do for a living. But like I said, it hit us hard, man. We didn't know. It shut everything down. It was scary. So
I remember first hearing about it, and it was myths out there that black people couldn't catch it. We just weren't catching it at the time. We were cases of it. You know what I mean? It wasn't known cases of it, but it was saying black people couldn't catch it. And then we became like the number one attack race.
right,
And a big part of that, again, was just, not being educated on it. And even not even really taking it serious. I was during COVID, like I didn't even want my kids outside. I was scared to death. I didn't know if this thing was lurking in the air. You know what I mean? That's the kind of fear that it came. But in the same sense, in our communities, we still having block parties.
yeah,
You know what I mean? In house parties,
yeah,
and I just was like, wow. And then I started seeing people, you know, that were unfortunately attacked and
hmm,
and deceased, and it just really got real for me. It just really made me have to take a second look at it.
right, right. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell, man. It's been a struggle for us. We got a lot of things up against our cities, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we dealing with gun violence, we still dealing with poverty and different things that
Right.
we trying to change the culture. And then here comes something else on the list.
Right.
So
Right.
and it started taking us out. Start
Yeah.
taking us out, man. All the brothers that I've been talking to, they all at least know one or two people close and dear to them that they lost, including myself. So it wasn't a white man thing or a black man thing. It was
Right.
like it's a everybody thing. So
Everybody think.
once we got that mentality, I think once I got that mentality, it was time for me to be vaccinated. So that pretty much was it for me. But I know your struggle, bro. But now that you vaccinated, like how do you feel though? How do you feel?
So so the first the first first time the first dose that I think I got Moderna,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't feel nothing initially. I got a little knot on my arm. Well, actually, a big knot on my arm, and it was like a Wednesday afternoon. I had it done, And Saturday morning, I woke up like 1 o'clock in the morning, and it just I felt like a piano was laying on me.
Wow.
Like I was in pain,
Mm.
and I didn't know. I felt so weird, and I got up. I got up, pushed through. My sons had a football game that day, and we had games on the park that day. I stopped past the park, and one of my coaches was like, "Yo, you all right?" I'm like, "No, I feel weird."
Wow.
And he's like, "Yeah, that's the vaccination kicking in." He said, "You're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right by tomorrow afternoon."
Mm-hmm.
So I made it through. I was quiet that day, didn't say too much, sat still, went home. The next day, the next afternoon, I actually was fine. But I got scared again. I'm like, ain't no way in the world I'm getting that second one. But
Right.
I fought through it, and I talked to Dr. Motley. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm like, yo, this dang, I ain't never experienced nothing like this.
Mm-hmm.
So I went and got the second one, and I had no problems. I felt good. Following up like a year later, like I just went to like my cardiologist, and I mean I'm approaching 50 this year, so I'm getting a lot of things that we got to we need to start getting checked out at 50.
Right.
But I went to the cardiologist because I wanted to make sure COVID didn't have any long-term effects on my heart. I'm going to see a pulmonary doctor also, but I feel good. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that I survived it, and I'm here
Yeah.
because I actually did contract COVID after the fact, but before
Wow.
before the vaccination, I
Right.
had actually contracted COVID, and again it didn't attack me like that. Like I didn't even I'm asymptomatic. So I didn't even know I had it.
Wow.
I mean, I just had like a feverish one day, and I think I had diarrhea one day, and that's it. Like I didn't lose any taste, I didn't lose any of my senses.
Good. Okay.
I didn't know, but I felt worse getting the vaccination than I did when I actually had COVID.
Wow.
So
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing with it. I mean, it's just like anything that's going to be set up to be the defense for viruses, and it's not going to kick all the way in the beginning.
right,
But it's like anything. If you take something for the flu, it's just a matter of time. But I'm glad that you made that decision, good brother. I mean, it's time for us to really step up and step into our health situation. I mean,
absolutely,
we have to add this COVID thing on our list now. We want it to go away. I mean, you a coach, so you're dealing
right,
with a lot of different multiple bodies at a time, little, big, old, the parents. I
right,
mean, you're always around in the mix.
right.
So, if it's a meeting, if it's a family member, if it's the kids, if coaching, I mean, that's more so to really be vaccinated, if you ask me. I mean, it's just
That was part of Dr. Molly and Miss Donna Davis's plea to me, like, you in the community, you work around the kids, you got to be conscious. They need to see you do it. You need to, be an example. And I really didn't really look at it like that. I was looking at it very selfishly, and I'm glad that they had that kind of conversation with me and kind of like forced my hand. And then we get more knowledge and information of the
mhm,
virus itself. It just all makes sense. It just makes sense.
right. And then we're hearing it from a black doctor. So I
Right,
think that means something to us. Like, I mean,
right.
it's not even being prejudiced or racist, but coming from one of our own. I mean, you take it more personal.
Absolutely.
You listen to it a little more closer. You don't have the shifty hour, the shifty air. You listening with some intelligence and some openness. So that was a big thing. That's a big thing. And that's why we really pushing it in the community, because it's coming from our own color. It's coming from us. It's
Right.
coming from folks just like you that felt the same way, that still might still feel some type of way now, but it's
Right.
just like it's coming from us. It's not coming from them. I'm walking in barbershops, bro.
Right.
That's a space right there. That's our space. And some brothers are a little uncomfortable at first because I'm coming in there talking something, but it's like once I start talking though, they understand that the severity of it. Like, I mean, it's time for us to take back our health, take back our neighborhoods, and just start getting rebranding the whole situation. Like, we
Yep.
keep talking about this culture, we keep talking about this village, but we got to rebrand the village.
Yeah.
It's time to rebrand. It's time to step it up. So, as far as us black men being leaders in the community, we got to take our health first. There's no way you can take care of your wife, your kids, your grandkids if you're not looking out for your health.
Absolutely.
Do your homework. There's plenty of literature on the vaccination. We have two brothers that's still here to tell you that is real.
Absolutely.
And we don't really know what is protecting us against yet because we haven't been sick.
Right.
So I mean, you won't know until it happened, and then you'll understand. But Brother Pierre, he gave me a crazy analogy the other day. He said the vaccination is like the seatbelt in a car accident.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like you still gonna get in a car accident,
right?
But you're gonna save your life with the seatbelt, and the vaccination represents the seatbelt.
That is a great analogy.
That's crazy.
You definitely gotta, protect yourself. And man, look, he was adamant. He was adamant about not getting vaccinated. Not getting vaccinated too. So I mean, like it. You definitely, like I said, I had to understand the concept of the vaccination and what it's doing. Just like the flu. What I mean? Like you gotta put these things in there. And it was explained to me why I felt so bad because I went to my primary doctor and told him what happened, and he was like, that's what's supposed to happen. He said, you're supposed to feel bad because there was nothing wrong with you, and now we throw this thing in there and it's shaking everything up. And the way you feel is showing that your body can fight it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's kind of like, lifting, when you lifting weights. Like if you want to get stronger and you never benched 300 before, you always plateaued at 280. You got to put 300 on the bar to shock your muscles for your brain to tell your muscle,
right?
All right, come on, you got to grow. So you got to expose yourself to it. You know what I'm saying? You have to expose yourself to it to be able to conquer it. So yeah, that's real, man. That's definitely.
Yeah, that's a great analogy too, and that's just what it's like. And I mean, it starts up here though. It starts in our mental. It starts in our mental. And as you know, we got challenges, man. We got challenges out here. With our communities and with knowing what has to be done, so this is a duty to my community, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I'm looking at it. It's a duty to my family, it's a duty to anyone that I come in contact with, families, I'm involved in nonprofits and just all over the city. So it's important, it's my duty to be vaccinated so I won't be spreading and so I won't be adding to the problem.
Right.
So just the vaccination portion is just part of the solution to one of our problems in the community. One more thing. I need to know, did you get that booster?
So I'm going to tell you, I did not. and not, and not for no fear or anything. I am definitely going to go. I'm definitely going to. I'm seeing the rise of COVID again. I'm seeing people affected. I got a cousin that was just affected by it, and it was and he had full vaccination and a booster, and it hit him, and it hit him hard. And I said, man, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead, and I just haven't made the appointment yet. I think I will today to go ahead and get this booster in me, and just like I said, help build this, as my mom always says, hedge of protection, around me to help, help keep everything where I need to be. You know what I mean?
Right.
COVID is still out here, and it's still on the rise. So
right. And I mean, it's basically not going away. I mean, we have to accept it, even though we getting back into normalcy or whatever. It's still coming with us.
Absolutely.
It's not like we leaving it behind nowhere.
Right.
Like it's still coming with us. We just feel more secure, like now. But the only reason why we opened up is because people did get vaccinated.
Right.
People don't even understand that the vaccination saves our lifestyle. Who knows where we would have been right now if the vaccination wasn't even created yet.
Right.
We already was almost in the caveman era, bro.
Man, I'm telling you, that first year was rough, man.
Right.
And scary, and looking on the internet, people passing away, and then all the stuff that you heard and saw. The internet shows so much now.
Right.
So much now. I mean, it's almost to the point it was just unbelievable. Like I never thought that we would get out of the dark spot we was in like a year or two ago. I mean, we shut down. Like we didn't even have a season that year because fearful of, you know, how a program the size of ours with the number of kids, how bad will that have affected the rest of the community?
Right.
So I mean, it was something. It's something that, like I said, that we had to take serious. And like you said, it's just something that we just gonna have to deal with for the rest of our lives. So
yeah. If we like it or not, man, like we said, when me and Doc said last week, it's like it's a new family member. We gotta accept it.
whether you like it or not.
We gotta add them on the family.
Wow.
We family no matter what. So we gotta do something, you know. We might not be the best of friends in the family, but we family.
Right.
So but nah, bro. I mean, I appreciate your mission. I know what you've been on, man. You've been a community guy since day one. It's been in your heart. You know, just seeing you get vaccinated was like it was a feel good moment for me. You know, because we do need time to check stuff out. That's the type of brother. That's how we raise. I mean, it's just in our blood, but we just got to do it faster. Yeah. See, the problem is we can't take too much time because we don't know when the next day is coming or not coming.
Right.
So it's like, I get it, brothers. I get what's going on. I'm talking to my brothers in the streets, but we just got to step it up a little. We got to speed it up. Right. That's all. We just got to speed it up. There's nothing wrong with processing, but we got to speed up the processing. And it's a lot on our shoulders right now. We're trying to win our communities back.
Right.
We're really trying to do it now. We're not saying it. We got brothers in the street. My brother Joshua, you good brothers like Pierre, Corey, like C's, like we in the mix.
Right.
But again, this is part of it. So it starts with us. Let's get vaccinated, brothers. And let's grab each other and just let's take over, man. Because the thing is crazy. I was talking to somebody and we're talking about kings and you know, because that's like a buzzword now, you know. Kings wasn't really used when I was younger, but we're using it and I kind of like it. I like the feel of it. But in order to be a king, you have to lead like one.
Right.
So, or to even be considered a king. It's just not a name that comes with the territory. If you know, you got to earn that title. So this is part of being a king. This is a duty. This is what we're doing. This is our way to give back to the community that we say we love so much.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just time to get vaccinated, man. And I'm on a crusade. Actually, we're doing a sit down talk, a barbershop talk with the brothers that we doing the clinic on Saturday. We're doing that tomorrow. It's like a live taping, and you can watch us. Same thing we doing, which we doing right now. But I'm talking to other brothers outside the community, black and brown communities. And we're going to Yaden. And it's this good brother down there. He's doing a lot of good things for the community. And he's going to give us his opinion. So we just going to be on that type tour. We're doing one in Chester. I'm not sure of the location because it got to be somewhere we can also set up a vaccination clinic.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so we're going to start sponsoring it through the barbershops, man, and letting them know it's cool. You know, the barber's like our therapist. So,
facts.
You know what I mean? So that's why we feel comfortable in there. You know, we trusting this boy with our head and our face. So it's personal in there. But nah, man, I appreciate the walk.
Yeah, make sure I know. I try to share it. Try to share it. I don't mind you tag me in it, or anything like that. But share it so we can get that information out there to our communities for sure.
Right, and I do appreciate your timeliness with coming on the show, man. Like you never let me down. You always on point, and I totally appreciate everything you're doing in the community. And we just locked in, man.
No doubt, man. Same here, man. I mean, you guys are doing a wonderful thing in the community, Pierre. A good show, good program. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it grow, from where it started to where it is now. And, we need it. You know what I'm saying? Our community needs these kind of outlets to just get information out there, man. So, I appreciate you guys too. And
that's what I'm saying, Coach. It's like we doing our own reporting.
No doubt.
So, and it's coming from us, so you can trust it.
No doubt.
I know how Chester get down. She a Chester recipient. She from Chester. She Chester breaded. So let's go. You know what I mean? She leading the way. And shout out to her again, man. She graduating today.
That's awesome.
Putting that paperwork on her name. She making things possible. And she's still giving back. She's still in the community, still got her hands where she was born and raised, man. You got to respect that.
Yep, bro. Yep, there she is, man. She was
appreciate you, Doc. And she put me on.
Man. Like, she can be doing what she doing anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And not, you know, it's tough. You know, Chester tough, bro. Like, it's tough. It's tough standing up, doing something in Chester.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to have thick skin. You gotta not be worried about what naysayers gonna say. You know, just keep driving your mission, and she got a mission, man. Like, I'm telling you, listen, she delivered me. I wasn't trying to hear it, bro. Like, I'm telling you, man, she was like a little sister, like the nagging little sister. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how adamant she was, and I'm giving her every excuse in the world, man. And even ducked the initial one. I was supposed to get vaccinated at the high game, and I kind of ducked that, and then she just said, "Listen, look, come on," and that was it, man. So you know, shout out to her for caring, man, and not giving up. You know what I'm saying, on her community, and out here fighting this fight, man. We need more. She got to go mentor somebody at the STEM school or something, man, because we need to keep people like her coming through the ranks. So shout out to Dr. Motley.
Yeah, man. I mean, and it's like, you're right. I mean, we ain't gonna hold the show up, but that's right. I mean, it takes that, man. It takes that, and that's the way of giving back, and that's how we kind of connected. You know, I'm trying to work on my own thing, and I'm working through several nonprofits throughout the city. But you know, it takes somebody to see the vision. So the vision was just getting our health better. It started with that. I mean, the vaccination is just on the list, but we're going to keep it going, even with COVID vaccinations and just healthy checkups. We're going to start trying to help brothers get insurance. There's just certain things that, you know, we've been lacking on and we've been ignoring for a long time, man. So it's like we try and catch up, man. And Doc leading the way with some of the other leaders in the city. So
no doubt.
So, but I appreciate you.
Hey, man, my pleasure.
I'll call you, later on. But if you're really serious about that booster, you can come down to our clinic on Saturday. I don't know what you're doing.
Saturday, what time to start?
12 to 2.
All right, I'll be down in the park. I'm gonna try to slide in there.
I'm gonna see the information.
Who's doing it? Kristen, Dr. Motley doing it?
It's me and the doc, but it's in Yaten though. It's in Yaten. My brother at the line up down there. That's what we're doing. I'm taping tomorrow night. So you can check in tomorrow night. You can see, me, him, and all that. It's a good brother, him and Steve. And we'll show the outside view of where it's at.
Okay, cool. That's a bet.
But we definitely doing one in Chester. So we're doing one in Chester in June. So more than likely, if you don't make that one, you could just come check us out.
Saturday gonna be hard for me. We're doing the spring activities down the
park. Oh, right. Okay, and I meant to come check it out too. Okay.
Yeah, man, it's good, man. It's really, we took off 2 Sundays because of the weather. Got back at it last weekend. Like I said, man, the kids is down there having fun, learning the game. Shout out to my coaches. Shout out to Chester High football coaches, man. They just all out there having fun, teaching the game.
Yeah. And they good brothers, man. Them coaches, they're doing a great job, man. They're the real mentors to me. The real mentors to me in the neighborhood is the coaches, man. Because I was a coach before, and you deal with anything the child going through, you going through right with them. So it's different, man. So that's why y'all are so important. And that's why you taking the initiative to get the vaccination as big. It's going to show the squad. It's going to show your team that coach, because we believe our coaches. So if coach can do it, so can I.
No doubt. That's the truth. That's the truth. So.
But on that note, Coach, thank you for them trophies back there. We need some more. Man.
Appreciate it, bro.
Thank you for being vaccinated as a civic duty to the brothers and sisters in the hood all over. And that's it. We out.
All right, man. Be safe, bro.
All right, Ty, and thanks again.
All right.
Thank you, guys. Take care.
All right.